Welcome to the deep dive series. I'm so excited to bring this to you because for a while I've been thinking how to combine my passion with this relaxation, and I realized that I can create a new playlist. So this is going to be a playlist for people who are interested in self-discovery and exploration, perhaps going beyond their limitations, if they want to relax a little bit more in their life long term. So this deep dive series will be basically just little snippets where first we will explore a part of yourself or part of your life that perhaps was a little bit hidden or quite hidden. And I will always end with some deep questions that will really instigate some transformation or liberation or change in your life. And after that, I will guide you into some sort of relaxation. And I find that this might be very helpful for people if they are on this journey of maybe spiritual journey or self-development. They want to be better, they want to improve themselves, but still feel somehow stuck, like there is something missing. There is just like no matter what you do, it's never quite enough. So this series is going to be quite different. It's not just about empowerment. It's really about looking at those parts that maybe sabotage us. And when we find them, this is the part about the self-discovery. Just what happens is that we are naturally able to relax. You know, there's a lot of people, including myself in the past, I would feel so anxious. And just no matter how much I try to relax, no matter how much I meditate, if I don't attend to those parts of me that are screaming inside for attention, because there is something that needs to be changed in my life. There is something, maybe I don't see the opportunities, or maybe I don't see those red flags. And this is what we do as humans when we come from a place of some fear or anxiety or stress. We tend to choose to ignore the red flags, and we tend to choose to ignore the green flags, the opportunity, and we live in like a small confined box, and over time it's just getting smaller and smaller because we're trying to protect ourselves from everything that we believe may harm us. And so my wish for you here is that with me on this journey, you can start discovering and really opening up more to life, feeling more free, going beyond these limitations. And through these deep questions, perhaps you start having some insights. And not only that, this is really not about changing anything in you. This is really just being more aware and more present. And the changes that come from that naturally are very unexpected, but very transformative. And also, this allows you to relax much deeper, because sometimes we only try to relax those parts that are really trying to get your attention. So we will do both. We will get that attention to those parts, and we will also relax profoundly in here. And sometimes I will also be posting maybe videos of sessions with my clients, because I find this is extremely healing for people just to witness the process, how they go with me, because it's really difficult to describe on camera in general. And sometimes I will be telling you things like, oh, you're safe and you are perfect. And maybe there's a little voice inside that doesn't really believe it, because it's like, hey, I'm not, there's so much happening in my life and I have so many mistakes or whatever it is. So I really want you to witness these healing sessions, how just mind-blowing it is, how you can go from a lot of suffering into feeling completely liberating from that situation. And when I talk about liberation, it's really feeling so free that you are no longer trying to avoid of that event or situation that happened. You're even excited for that to happen again. It's really unthinkable. is very unexpected. It's very shocking. And I'll be posting this very soon on occasion. Mostly I will be focusing on just having little snippets, maybe 5 minutes, 6, 7, 8 minutes for you, where you can just start getting into this self-realizations and self-exploration in a very deep way. And after that, you can relax. So let's try this. Today, we are going to be talking about strong suits. We're going to be talking about that part of you that feels strong, that feels like it's getting some results and success in your life. But maybe there is underneath something that needs to be, well, it never needs. It's just something that if we pay attention to, something can be discovered that can help you or support you in feeling way more freer in your life, way more connected, and just more excited, more enjoying that which you are doing, more authentic as well. So I would love to hear any comments in this video. What do you think about the whole idea? If there is any ideas that you have whatsoever, or what you're getting out of these meditations. And before we start, I also wanted to say that sometimes I will post videos just with relaxations. This will be just a playlist, or maybe I'll put it as a podcast or something, that if you're interested in going deeper, this will be available, as well as just the relaxation when you just need to pass out and don't think about anything. So let's get started. Everyone has a personality trait that they are really proud of. Sometimes we really pat ourselves on the back for our personalities, right? We cheer for how successful we are in parts of our lives, at least, like being organized or more moral than other people, or being the life of the party, or even being more spiritual, or everyone's go-to person in crisis. But why should you even care what I'm saying here? Because deep down, we are stuck in a cycle of this self-awarding nonsense. What if the part of you that brings you success in life is also the same part that brings you disconnection, isolation, and hurt? Well, let's look a little bit deeper, and also how we can get out of these cycles. Here's the thing. As good as it feels, most success that is achieved is not achieved by the true selves. It is achieved by a strong suit from a personality that we've slipped like a comfy jacket. In a psychology, we call it a strong suit. You know, that one that you wear to every damn occasion, like it's the only piece of clothing in your wardrobe. Take, for example, the achiever who's always topping the chart, or the caregiver who's endlessly there for everybody, or think about the charmer, charmer who can wiggle out of any tight spot with a smile. And let's not forget about the perfectionist, whose life is a series of meticulously planned steps to avoid any chance of failure, or the spiritual guru, always meditating on some higher moral ground. Sounds great on paper, but if these roles are just strong suits, then what is the real cost? Well, living through these roles means you're always playing a part. You end up making choices that keep you stuck in that role, like taking jobs that feed the achiever but starve the soul, or staying busy caring for others while ignoring your own needs. And sure, you might get applause, but deep down, it feels like you're just going through the motions, because you are. That's the first layer of the pain, the disconnect from your real desires and dreams. And the second layer, loneliness. Even if you are surrounded by people, sticking to your strong suit can leave you feeling isolated, because no one really knows who you are behind that mask. And you're there, but not really there. You're interacting, but not connecting. It's like being at a party and smiling throughout every conversation, but feeling like an invisible wall is keeping you from actually enjoying yourself. You laugh at jokes, but inside there is an echo of emptiness. And the deepest cut, you lose yourself. You forget who you are without the suit. Every day you move further from your true self, and that path can lead to some very dark places, like burnout and bitterness and even despair. Because the truth is, you can't find real happiness or fulfillment when you are living in a role disconnected from core self. This script might protect you from immediate discomfort, but it cages you away from experiencing life as it could truly be. It ensures that you ignore red flags in people, waste years in unfulfilling relationships, or hopping from one relationship to another. And it also ensures that you miss out on the green flags, the best opportunities and people for you, which may only become clear in retrospect once it's too late. Imagine all the opportunities you let slip by because your strong suit told you they just weren't for you. You might have passed on a job that would have made you genuinely happy, or ended a relationship with someone because it didn't fit the narrative of your persona. Every single one of those moments is a missed chance at authentic joy and fulfillment. But let's not end on that note. Imagine just flipping the script. What happens when you start peeling off these strong suits? It's like stepping out into the sun after years of shade, and suddenly there is this warmth, there is brightness, and a whole world of possibilities. When you connect with your true nature, when you are not just reacting but really responding authentically, it changes everything. Relationships deepen and choices align with your true passions, and life starts to feel more vibrant and more deeply fulfilling. It's a different kind of success, one that might not be always recognized by others, but feels profoundly right. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling this genuine sense of excitement about what lies ahead. No more dragging yourself through the motions, but actually living. It's like tasting a real fruit after years of artificial flavors. It's so much richer, more satisfying. And that's the beauty of breaking free from these roles. You don't just survive, you thrive. You don't exist, you live authentically, and you do what you want to do without tolerating anyone or anything. And isn't that a life worth striving for? And so now I'm going to leave you with some thought-provoking challenge. What are you protecting yourself from when you put this strong suit on? And if you stopped seeking this external validation, what fears and insecurities would you have to confront? And what truths about yourself have you been avoiding in your quest to please others? And how would your life really change if you didn't have to be strong all the time? And most importantly, what would it mean to live from a place of true freedom, where your worth is no longer tied to anyone else's approval, but is a radiant expression of your true self? And now we will dive deeper into the relaxation part. If you are ready to stop chasing your tail and want to dive in and question the rabbit holes of your mind, visit my website about inquiry-based integration at liveunbound.com. And so I just want to invite you to, if you haven't already, be in a really comfy place where you know that you can just relax deeper and deeper and really embody yourself the way you are, without any should-bes and shouldn't-bes. And as you're lying in your bed, all comfy and undistracted, start just relaxing your body deeper and deeper, that relaxation, I want you to imagine that you are taking off this heavy jacket that you've been wearing for so long, which is your strong suit. It can be different for everybody. Maybe for you it's the achiever or the people pleaser or whatever it is that brings you some success that we are so afraid to let go of because it is protecting something. And just take it off for a few moments just to try it, what it feels like. So just in your imagination, you have this heavy thing on you, and just take it off and put it aside. Just gently let it there, or just throw it in the corner. And you can imagine it being really heavy or just a little lighter, depends on how you feel about your own strong suit. How have you been lately in your life? And when this thing just comes off in your imagination, just imagine what it feels like to really be without it for a moment. And perhaps you've been wearing it for so long that you don't even remember how light it feels, how good it feels without this constant protection. And just lie down without it and see how your body really feels. See how your head is feeling. Maybe even though your head is feeling lighter, it's feeling lighter inside, because now you don't have to think and overthink how to do things and strategize and how not to make any mistakes, without the strong suit, without the jacket. It's just you floating in the nothingness of lying in the bed. And what would your chest really feel like? And your neck just light, and it's melting into the bed. And how about your arms? Your arms, how would they feel? They would be allowed to just relax completely. They wouldn't have to do anything. Just let them be exactly as they are. Give them a little break. And go down into your belly. And notice how good it feels to just breathe slow and even slower and even more relaxed without this heavy straight jacket. Everything seems to be more light and free. Even if there is no movement, you feel that just feels good, this relief. And now relax your back and your lower back, your spine, until it's becoming completely relaxed and all the muscles are just going away. They're leaving. And relax your legs. Give them a break. They have been walking and doing so much for you. They've done such a great job, so just relax them. And what would they feel like without this heavy jacket on? Without this part of you that you've been wearing for so long? Whether it's being the successful one, or the funny one, or the pleasing one, or the caregiver, or the good partner, or whatever that is that really were getting you this success at the cost that we talked about. You can just be there. And your feet, just how happy they would be Just notice how happy your feet would be without it. They don't have to be carrying all that weight. They can just finally relax in your toes. Look how they are smiling. They are all smiley, relaxing into the bed. Your whole body is just feels so good. Just notice how good it feels to be you without nothing added. Just there. And if there is any thoughts, any ideas, just welcome it into your experience. Just let it come and let it go. Let it do whatever it wants to do. Is it really you having those thoughts? Or do they just appear out of nowhere? Just notice. And perhaps, maybe sometimes you may feel a little fear that without this jacket, really something might come up, some insecurities, some concerns. How would you be getting in life that which you've been getting for so long without this strong part of yourself? So just notice. Notice anything that comes. And relax into the safety and trust in your own being. And if you want, now when you feel relaxed and safe, you can ask this part of you, you can ask the straight jacket or the strong suit, you can ask, what is it that you truly need? You've been protecting me for so long, and I really appreciate it. You've been amazing. I really acknowledge your intentions. Thank you so much. But now I am ready to see what else is there. And so I was just wondering, what is it that you really need? And just listen for a few moments. What is it that it needs? That part of you, without judging it, without making it wrong. And perhaps it wants to be understood better. Perhaps it's just protecting you from something like being alone, or from some imagined future that doesn't feel safe. Just notice what it says, how it talks to you when it feels safe to talk to you, when you don't judge it, when you don't pressure it. And in that noticing, see if you can give it what it wants. If it wants to be understood more, maybe just listen and really acknowledge it. Acknowledge its feelings as they are completely valid. They are not inappropriate or exaggerated, they are completely valid. Now, when you know where this part of you is coming from the strong part, there's nothing wrong with it. You know its intentions. Or if it's trying to protect you from being alone, just acknowledge that. And you can speak to it from your true nature, where you have more wisdom than just this one part of yourself. and tell it that you are okay. Right now you're alone and you're completely okay. And whatever it needs, just gently being with it. And notice how it feels in your body, how it feels in your emotions or any sensations in your body. There is nothing to do. It's very just about noticing and relaxing into that part of you that is a whole of you beyond just that one part. And see if your body naturally relaxes even deeper, letting go of all these ideas, perhaps how you thought you need to be. And just open a little bit more into all these unexpected possibilities that may lay ahead. Knowing that when you are connected to this truer, deeper part of yourself, which is the whole self, it is always okay. And just noticing that any danger ever always comes only from imagination, imagining some future unfavorable outcome. Whether we imagine it that it's coming up tomorrow or next year or next moment, notice that in the now, you're always okay. Just this is already always okay and perfect. And so relax a little bit deeper into this. This is your chance to just be relaxing without any guilt that you are doing something important for yourself, and that from this place, when you connect to this place, who knows, maybe some new ideas will come up that you never expected. Pieces of forgiveness or compassion for others or for yourself. Without the need to change anything about you, without the need to improve anything about you, without that need. Wait a minute, could it be that you're already there? Without comparing yourself to anybody else, could it be that you are already beyond amazing? Yeah, what if there was nothing to compare to except of an image in your mind which is made of no substance whatsoever except of a dream? And so let yourself to embody the sensations in your body. Notice what it feels like to feel this relaxing and floaty feeling where nothing is needed from you anymore. where you don't need to know how to do anything. And still, it simply happens perfectly, moment by moment. Feeling open, open to all the unexpected. Feeling connected, and whole. And radiant and sleepy and safe.